halftime, which means we get to bring on one of our favorite former players, Abigail Corning, stopping by. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Good.
Merry Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. Home with all the family, hanging out in our pajamas.
Yeah, all the brothers, right?
Yes, exactly. All the brothers.
We've heard all about them over the years.
Oh, yeah.
Abigail, you're up at Fairfield now. You played for 4 really tremendous years at Fordham. You didn't leave the court very much, but now that you're off the court, tell me what's going on for you.
I'm now working behind the scenes of all these games, doing athletics marketing and promotions up at Fairfield University, Stag Country, another Jesuit school, and almost done with my MBA up there, so it's been a great experience so far.
Tell me what kind of things you're working on game to game, and maybe what a player doesn't know about the background of an athletic department that maybe in hindsight you wish you had.
Just how to fill the seats, get some fans to your games, how you get the noise in here, everything that goes on the video board, music, on the court. It's just a lot going on, but it's fun to see the other side of it after playing for 4 years at Fordham.
Let's talk about playing here for 4 years, because the accolades you won, not necessarily even individual as a team, were unprecedented at Fordham. So if you could talk a bit about what it was like to lead a program that was really in the doldrums of college basketball to being a champion within their conference, a very good conference in the A-10.
I always wanted to make an impact whatever school I went to, and when I chose Fordham, I knew it was academics first. I'm not going to play basketball my whole life, as we can already see now, and it was a good experience for me to be here and be able to just work hard and build the program up to, you never know what you can be. But I always envisioned cutting down nets, wearing a ring, and that's where we are today. And I was really happy that I had a good family around me to support me both at home and always on the court with the coaching staff and all my teammates that I play with throughout the years. So it's fun to look back at the banners that we have in Rose Hill and say, wow, we were really part of something special. And hopefully that can continue to build and our tradition stays right here at Rose Hill.
Well, that's a nice ring on your finger too. That doesn't hurt.
It is. Thank you.
You have a couple teammates that are still. How much do you keep in touch, if at all, with the coaches or the players from your time?
I still talk to them quite often. A lot of the younger coaching staff, they become friends now that they're not our coaches. And Sam and Khadijah, I still talk to them a lot. And, Sam's talked to me a lot about the differences in this year and, how she can be a better leader. And I've been to a couple practices just to kind of see what's going on behind the scenes and just to give any feedback that I can, because I've been out on that court and experienced similar things to what they are.
Now, when I was calling games and you were playing, Stephanie Gately talked extensively about your leadership. What are things that you remember doing that helped the team and things that any player could do to try and become a better leader on the floor and practice as a player on a team?
Just expect the most out of myself before I expect anything else from anyone else. You can't demand anything of your teammates or your coaches until you demand of yourself. So I always put my best foot forward, worked hard on the court, and then after that tried to just bring along people to be able to build momentum and also build future leaders. And I think I take some credit for Sam being a good leader today, because I was always talking to her on things that she could do better, and I worked a lot on my leadership style so that I wasn't too harsh with some people, but I was harsh with others because they could take it, and I think it worked really well.
Demand of others what you demand of yourself. Stephanie Gately might embody that motto because she does give so much. What did you learn from her as a coach that helped you not only as a player but as a professional now that you've left Fordham?
She always talks about passion with a purpose, and I've always had a ton of passion, and she definitely gave me some purpose out on the court, and now I keep going through my life with that. Like, be passionate about what you're doing, no matter if it's with your family and your work life, but always have a purpose to it. Keep your goals, dream big, and never stop working hard. You'll never know what's going to happen. We went from the ground up, and we cut down a net, and we have rings on our fingers, so never stop believing, and you're good to go.
Let's talk about the first half, and Fordham and Texas A&M Corpus Christi turned the ball over a lot. You didn't turn the ball over a lot when you were here. What were things you saw on the floor that can maybe be cleaned up?
Just to be patient. I think, them being athletic plays into their hectic playing style, and sometimes with younger guards that gets them a little frazzled. But I think with patience and just looking up, trying to find your open teammates, they can break the pressure, and I think they'll be okay in the second half.
And before I let you go, how often do you practice or stay maybe on the court and keep your shot fresh? How often do you do that once you leave?
I play in just a recreational league, so it's more for fun, not for skill development. And I still take on my brothers in the driveway pretty frequently, so it's always fun to battle out there.
Well, I'm confident she wins among the Cornings all the time. Abigail, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Second half is coming up next. Fordham and Texas A&M Corpus Christi after this on the A10 Digital Network.